Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Move Daily Fitness. My name's Tracy, and today's workout is a lower body strength workout. All right, this is part of a series that I'm doing within my membership in the March Melt Away Challenge this month, where we're hitting 2 upper and 2 lower body strength sessions throughout the week. If you're not a part of that, you could take the 1 upper and the 1 lower that I released this week on YouTube, repeat it another time this week. All right, this format for today is going to be in rep range. We're going to do a descending rep pattern. I've done that in the upper body, so now we'll do it with the lower body, and we're going to start with 12 reps of everything, then 10, then 8, then 6. As you descend in reps, you're going to increase in your weight amount. Now, I'm going to use a variety of dumbbells for the workout, and here's what I'm using. Of course, lift within your abilities. I'll also use my bench, but if you don't have one, I'll show you a modification for that. We will start with a warm-up and end with a cool down too. And if you want to be part of that 4-week structure there, join our Move Daily membership. You can click or tap the card at the top of the screen or check in the description below. We'd love to have you. All women are welcome. All right, let's do this and move daily. All right, traditional strength on my watch there. Warming things up, let's just take it to a side-to-side lunge right here. So we will hit everything in a tri-set. I'll do 3 exercises per circuit here today. And again, we'll do 12, 10, 8, 6. So yeah, a great way to progressively overload as we drop in those reps. Let's turn into the world's greatest stretch. Drop down, opposite hand and leg are on the ground there. Other arm stretching and switch sides. Big step up and stretch. Switch again. We will be going into a Bulgarian split squat first thing, so get those hip flexors warmed up. Switch again. Everyone's favorite. Let's just get it out of the way, is what I'm thinking. Good. Come up into a static lunge, little pelvic tilt, and let's drop straight up and down for 10 here. One more here, and switch. 10 on this side. Good. All right, facing a wall, flex the foot and side-to-side swings. Two more here. Switching legs and swing. There we go. This feels good, and into some hip cars. Nice and open here, just getting that ball and socket in your hip warmed up. So we're gonna go slower. Nice and controlled. One more in this side or this direction. Change directions from the back to the front for 4. Last one here. And switch. Up and around. Switch directions. Last one here. Good, and just some front kicks. Just gonna warm up that lower back a little bit here. And finish with calf raises. Last two, and there we go. Okay, first tricep, there it is, starting with 12 reps of everything. So starting with the Bulgarian split squat, you could do a static lunge if you wish, even a slight forward leaning static lunge. I'm gonna start with no weight, warming the legs up here. Okay, 12 aside, you're here, forward lean, back is flat, and drop for 12. Good, 2. Last for me. There's 12. Woohoo! Waking those cheeks up. Switching legs, lean forward and low for 12. $11 and $12. Okay, good glute wake up into a stiff leg deadlift. All right, I'm gonna start with 25s in each hand. You can go lighter if you wish. We're hinging at the hips. Is that a 25? Yes. So knees are soft, but legs are stiff. Reach the hips back, and here for 12. We're thinking about our hamstrings here. Lengthening and shortening. A little slower on the descent and a quick power up here. And there's 12. I'm gonna set these here for a second. Into our heels elevated front squat. If you don't have stable hex dumbbells, you could put a block down, like a yoga block. I'm gonna put my feet pretty close together. Okay, heels close together, toes just slightly out, and we're gonna hold the dumbbell in a goblet squat fashion. So you're here. And we're gonna hit 12 reps. Let's drop it low. All right, flex the quads at the top. A little bit more quad dominance in this one. And there's 12. Okay, a little water break here. Whew. That woke things up, didn't it? Indeed. Okay, take a sip, take a break. And we are gonna drop into that 10 rep range now. Slightly heavier if you have it or if you can. Okay, what? I think I'll hold a 15 in my split squat. Just one, but you could hold 2 8s, you know, to make that 15 pounds if you wish, or whatever you like. Catching the breath, still up there. All right, second set, 10 reps. And here we go for 10. Forward lean, I'm holding a 15. and drop for 10.
You've been through, why you got scars. Since you walked through the door, I've been trying to reach you, 'cause I feel you. What's the story to tell? What's the story behind?
And that's 10 on that leg. Switching sides. Forward lean. And drop, thinking about the glute. Last one for me. Nice. Okay. Woo. Adding the weight obviously makes it more challenging. Getting ready for the stiff leg deadlift. I'll go up to my 30s here this round. Of course, you could use a barbell if you have that. Okay, 10 reps here, thinking hamstrings. That's where you're gonna put your mind in that muscle. Legs are stiff, but knees are soft. And hinge, power 1 for 10. Last for me. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna use that 30 for my goblet squat. Whew. Okay, heels elevated or even close together, toes out, okay, if you don't have something to elevate. Again, this is also called a cyclist squat. So just a little bit more focused on quads here. All right, drop for 10. I'm holding my 30. There's 10. Very good. Whew. Heart rate. Yes, up to 140. Excellent. Okay. Let's move these out of the way. We're going to go into our 8 rep range coming up. Just catch your breath here for a moment. I'll take another sip. Wowza. Wowza heart rates. Into 8 reps, folks. I'm gonna hold a 20 on my split squat. You can do whatever you like if you're doing that stationary. It's a little bit easier in a stationary lunge. I'd probably hold maybe 2 15s or 2 20s, but we've got our body weight here that makes this one challenging. Okay, 8 aside, holding a 20, and here we go. 8. Okay, it's probably not heavy enough for me, but I'll go up in the last round. 8 here. Oh, I felt heavy enough on that side, mind you. Okay. Good, getting ready for the stiff leg deadlift. For 8, I'm gonna hop up to my 35s. Again, you could use a barbell. Let's go 8 reps here, 35 each hand for me. Whoops, all right. Here we go. And there's my 8. Okay, good. Just tripping over everything right now. Resting for just a second before the goblet, heels elevated. We're focusing on a different muscle group here, more to the front with the heels elevated. But heart rate is still up there, so it's waiting for a little recovery here. Okay, I will hold a 35, 8 reps here. You gotta be able to lift it up here. Okay, get yourself situated, down for 8. Nice. All right, excellent. One more set, folks. Resting for a moment first. Going into our 6 reps. Think about what you're gonna use. I'll go up to my 25 for the split squat. And then I think I'll hold 40s for the deadlift and the goblet. All right, round 4. 6 reps, folks. We're into 6 now. Holding a 25 in my Bulgarian split squat. Drop for 6. There we go. Whew. With everything else in this circuit, that's adequate. That's hard. Other side. Oh, mercy. Okay, nice. Let's go into our deadlift. As I said, I'm gonna grab these 40s, but gotta think about how I'm gonna lift them. It's heavy. 6. There we go. Okay, last exercise. Wowza. Feel my face getting red and hot already. Let's go into last 6. I'll hold this 40. I'm gonna pop it up here. Then I'll get into my heels up position. All right, 6. Okay, that was rough. Good, good. Okay, take a break. Just recover a little bit. Then take a look at the screen. That'll be our next 3 exercises. So pause if you need longer, otherwise join me back. Let's go with our glute thrust. Now, because this weight is not heavy enough for me, and I don't have any in my home gym that are heavy enough, not even my barbell, I'm gonna hit each of these for 20 reps. If you have heavy enough weights and you wanna do the descending rep pattern, feel free. Otherwise, we'll do 20, 20, 20, 20, okay? And I'm holding a 50. This will be the only one that's a bit different. All right, set 1, let's go. And up. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Little pause at the top. 5, 1,000. 6, 1,000. There's 10 halfway. Oh, there we go. Now I felt the fatigue, but just in those last 4 reps. Set that there. We're moving into our alternating front lunge. So you're here for a season. We're gonna do 12 per leg. I'm gonna start with my 12s. So 24 front lunges in total. You could do walking lunges if you wish, if you have enough space, okay? Just stop when I tell you to stop. Here we go. 12 aside. Alternate for 1, 2, 3. We're halfway, we've got 12 more, keep going. Okay, that was fatiguing. Good. Rest for a second. We're gonna go into a wall sit. If you don't have a wall to sit on, you could do a squat pulse. You could also do sit squats. Okay, hold some weights up here, and you're gonna be up and down, controlling. Okay, I'm gonna wall sit though, because this is a great isometric contraction. All right, down here, 1 minute hold. So knees are at 90 degrees, but if that's too hard, go at a 45-degree angle, okay? Either is fine. This is tremendous. Tremendous. But we're gonna do it because people like us can do things like this. Just make sure you don't hold your breath here. And if you feel like the blood is pooling too much and you want to just keep moving, opt for the other squat instead. I gotta just shake it for a second. There we go. About 15 seconds here. Don't hold the breath. In 4, 3, 2, and relax. That's burny, isn't it? Okay, let's do a sip of water. Back to glutes. We're gonna go back to our glute thrust. I'm gonna stick with the 50. You could, if you have one of these resistance bands, that's a stretchy fabric one, put a dumbbell on this side, put a dumbbell on this side. This one might be too tight for that, but for some of you with looser bands, that could be a great way to increase the weight. There is something called a Bella Booty band. Some of you have it, and it's meant to add dumbbells to the sides and then hit the glute thrust. All right, set 2. So it's either 10 if you have heavy enough weights, or we're doing 20 again. Here we go. And 20. Halfway, 10 more. There's my 20. Good. Getting ready for that alternating front lunge. We'll do 10 a leg here. I'll hold 15s this round. Okay, just recover for a second. Legs always gets you in the heart as well. Okay, holding 15s, 10 aside. Here we go, front lunge. We're halfway with 10, 10 more. Last for me. Okay, good quad exercise there with the front lunge. Wowza. Rest for a second before we hit that wall sit. Or as I said, sit squats or squat pulse is an option. Okay, we're going in 7 seconds here. 3, 2, and sit. Just when my exercise ring closed. Okay, this is always a killer. You know what else is a killer that's so good for quads with minimal knee impact is a backward walk up a steep incline. I've got a great steep incline up at my house here around the area, and I turn around every time I'm by myself there, walk backward up the hill. I don't care who sees me, honestly. What do I care? But I hoof it backwards up the hill, and these vastus muscles here, which is what we're targeting as well, wow, they are on fire and activated, and it's so good to build those muscles up to support your knee ligament and joint. 3, 2, 1. It goes by faster when I'm talking, but it's still killer. All right, we have your 8 reps of everything, which is basically the front lunge, because we're gonna go back to our glute thrust with our 50 for 20 reps. All right, let's get that on our hips. 20 reps. Let's go. And work. Ten more here. Good, that is good. That is good volume there on the glutes for sure. Let's go into our front lunge. So it's gonna be 8 per side. I'm gonna hold 20s, so 16 in total. That's gonna be a good amount and challenging on my little quads. Holding 20s. All right, 8 per leg, shoulders back, and drop it low. 16. Halfway, 8 more for me. There we go. I was definitely slowing down there. Good indicator that the weight is challenging enough for my muscles. If I was just whipping through it without slowing down, I would probably go up the next set, but well, that was tough. All right, going in 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1 minute wall sit or your sit squats, and then take extra time as break. Okay. Mercy. Another great way to target quads, glutes, is to put a Swiss ball behind your back on a wall and hit your squat that way. That's a lot more gentle on the knees because your back is supported, right? So if you do have some issues with knees and you want to try your squat that way, it's a good idea. My Swiss ball needs a little pump. It's been a while. Whew. That quad burn is real here, isn't it? You got about 15 seconds. Don't forget to breathe. Stay in the pocket with me. She burns, she burns. Yeah, baby, she moves, she moves. No? 3, 2, 1. Okay, shake it out. Oh. One more set. This is your 6 rep range in the lunges, I suppose. Everything else is where it was. Good leg focus today, folks. All right, I'm just gonna move these back. Let's knock this out now. Back to your glute thrusts with my 50. All right, 20 reps or 6 with a very heavy weight. You want to challenge yourself toward that failure point. Here we go. 1, low. 2. Sadly, this weight amount is not towards my failure point. I could do more reps, but then you're just here for so long, you know. For me, it makes more sense to challenge the exercises where it brings me toward fatigue in that 6 to 12 rep range, which there are many. So 13, 5 more here. There we go. Okay, like those split squats, the front lunges, that's doing it for me, so I'm happy about that. Okay, 6 aside for your front lunges. I'm gonna stick with 20s. I think 25s, I'd have too much swing in the dumbbell. So 20s feels doable. Okay, 6 aside, 12 in total. You're tall, and drop. Four more for me. Definitely challenging enough. Okay. Wow. We have a little bit longer rest here before our wall sit. Shake those legs out. Okay, the last 1 minute wall sit here. Get ready in 15 seconds. Definitely a good quad round here for these last 2 exercises. Okay, get into position or your sit squat there. 3, 2, and hold it for a minute. Good. All right, again, you could, push your hips up slightly on the wall so that you're more at a 45-degree angle. I can feel those hamstrings activate, but it's such a good quad hold here, that isometric contraction, making the muscle maintain the contraction, which she's a challenge. I'm not gonna lie. It is a challenge. We're over halfway though, so something to be said for that, right? You could make this more challenging, of course, by holding a weight. I've held dumbbells, medicine balls before, people sitting on my lap. 10 seconds, push, 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 let's go. I'm like an aerobic instructor now. In 3, 2, 1, you're not done yet, so don't even think that was the countdown. All right, shake it out. 1 more circuit. Take a longer rest if you need, but join me back for that one. I'm gonna leave that bad boy there because we're gonna start with a plie for 12, and I'm gonna get up there on my last one. Okay, I'm gonna go with a 35-pound to start, 12 reps. Plie, you can hold it lengthwise if it doesn't tap the ground. Mine hits the ground. So I'm gonna start here, knees out over toes, shoulders back, and let's drop for 12. So low, and squeeze the glutes at the top. And there's 12. Whew, good, good. And right into my RDL. So we did a straight leg deadlift, but now you're going to go into that Romanian deadlift. It's more of a squat hinge pattern. Okay, I'm gonna hold 30s for 12 reps. More focused on glutes than hamstrings here. Shoulders back, back is flat. Let's go for 12. I got my 30s. And squeeze.
Then we make up. We're gonna be friends. Blaze the fire, take me higher.
One more for me. Oh, wow. Very glute dominant. Okay. We're gonna go for a calf raise. Both feet are back behind you. You're gonna come up to tiptoes, down to the ground. That's one option. The other option is to do it elevated, which is what I'm gonna do. Okay, so you're standing up on something, a small step, bench, dumbbells that are stable in hex. Mine are under something so they can't roll. Dip down and to ceiling for 12. So tiptoe, low, and 2. $11, $12, good. You want that full stretch if you can. Obviously you can't get the full range, but this is why we put our legs out so you get a good stretch on that calf. I'm tired already. Okay, let's go into round 2. This is gonna be 10 reps each. I'm gonna hold my 40 for the plie for 10 reps. You could hold 2 dumbbells, okay? Close together, 2 20s. Here we go for 10. There's my 10. Nice, okay. And slip that back under there. Into my RDL. Just need a sip here. Okay, get that creatine mixed in. I take 5 grams of creatine in my Greek yogurt in the morning. And then probably about 2 hours later, another 5 in my water during my workout. Okay, 10 reps here for my RDL, holding those 30s again. All right, and bend at the knee and hip for 10. There's your 10. Whew. Very nice. Okay. Let's go into the calf raise. Now, if you can hold a dumbbell here because you're balanced, then you can do that. If you feel imbalanced, then don't. I'm gonna hold a 15. And we're going for 10 reps here. And here we go. And there's 10. Oh, it feels like a good stretch. Okay, excellent. We're in our 8 rep set. 8 rep set. Okay, I think I'll go with the 50 pounds on that plie. Working inner thighs here and glutes. Really lengthening through that adductor muscle, bringing it back up, squeezing. You also do that when we hit that front squat. That's a lot of adductor there as well. All right, up 50. Oh, you're not light. You're not light. 8 reps here. Set yourself up and drop for 8. Okay, whew, nice. I'm gonna go up to my 35s for the RDL. Okay. Wowza magowza, she says. Legs are feeling this, folks. Okay, 35s, 8 reps, holding 35 each hand. Set yourself up, engage the core, and hinge.
Mad woman, keep calling me a mad woman.
There's my 8. Wow. Whew. That's heavy. I'm just gonna flip this around. I have a feeling that it keeps hitting my chest. There we go. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, calf raises. Shall we knock these out? I'm gonna hold the 20. Then we'll take a water break. All right, 8, up. Good. There's my 8. Okay, water break and then our 6 rep range. I did those the other day, but single leg. And I started off way too heavy. My calves were so sore for days. Single leg, you're already adding like half more resistance through your body weight, right? I learned my lesson. Both feet here now. It's probably not challenging enough for my calves today, but they're still even a little bit tender from a few days ago. Okay, excellent. 6 reps. I'll go back to that 50. Let's knock out 6 right here. Nice and wide, shoulders back. And 1. There's 6. Good, good. Whew. RDL, I'm gonna stick with those 35s. That's heavy enough for my hands right now. All right, set yourself up and 6.
Eyes on the prize like an animal. I want you to. A body like yours on a sugar rush. Need no beauty call. I never thought that a one can be.
There's 6. Okay. Last 6 calf raises. I'm excited. Holding a 25. Let's knock these out. Last 6. In 3, 2, 1, and done. And you have moved daily in your lower body strength workout. Wowza, that was tough. Okay, thanks for joining. That was really good. Let's join for a stretch if you can. If you're willing, if you want to check out the whole week structure in the membership, make sure you check in the description below for that link. Let's stretch it out. Okay, on your back. Oh goodness, if you're close to a wall or a bench or a chair, put your foot on there and then let's go into that glute stretch. You can increase the intensity by pushing your foot away from the wall, chair, or couch, and then just gently pressing that knee back. That is a great glute stretch there. Okay, really good, well-rounded set here today, so we can really focus on legs. Switch sides. Now, I am adding abs into my other lower body set that's coming for the members. So make sure that you hit abs sometime this week if you're not part of that. Yeah, I can't remember if I have any in the upper that I'm providing to the public, but you definitely want to tag that on. Even 3 exercises done 3 sets would be great, you know? But yeah, I added that to the other lower body. Okay, let's let those legs gently fall to one side and turn and look to the opposite side. Oh. So lots of ways to train. You could do full body workouts, 3-4 times a week. I just posted something on my Instagram that showed a split that you could do. So if you're interested in that, jump over to Instagram and scroll down till you see my full body split, switch sides. You could do an upper lower split. So 2 upper, 2 lower, like we did this week. You could do very isolated muscle group split, like where you hit chest and triceps one day, back and biceps, glutes, shoulders, maybe a total body to round up the week. But all of the formats, what you want to do is make sure that you're getting adequate volume, hamstring stretch here, in your muscles in a given week. So you want anywhere between 10 and 15 sets per muscle group in the week. So today, think about how many exercises we did to hit quads, glutes, hamstrings, right? And how many sets there were. We did 4 sets of everything today. So that really adds up to a good amount of volume, at least 8 to 12 sets in all of the groups here today. So calves, only 3 sets or 4 sets. We did it 4 times. So doing that another time in the week would be prudent, right? Anyway, that's basically what you're looking to do, is to get that adequate volume on the muscles. Let's bring the feet together Knees out to the side there. If you can grab your feet. If you can't, have a sit up and do the butterfly stretch that way. Oh, this one actually feels really good. I might hold this for a few seconds. Anyway, lots of ways to train, and I just want to bring you some variety because you pick what works for you then, right? Because the goal is always to be able to show up again tomorrow by doing something that you don't hate today, that you don't hate. I used to train this lady. Oh, she hated working out. She hated it so much. And she didn't spend her life working out at all. And every time she came to the session, she was like, I hate this. But she came with 2 friends, and that was the only reason. They made her come across the leg, up and over. And that was amazing. I think I trained them for 8 years. And she only came because of her friends, but she got 8 years of building muscle and moving her body. And yeah, but it's, you know, some people don't love it. Some people totally love it. So do the minimal effective dose if you don't love it, which is at least 2 days a week. And if you love it, you can train a little differently and put more volume on your muscles. But just, you know, if you're moving, you're winning. That's my motto. Anyway, thanks for joining, everyone. Have a great day. Check out the membership. There's a link right there. We'd love to have ya, and we'll see you all in the next workout.